What goes down, everybody? Walker Dead here, back at again with another video. As you can tell from the title and from the thumbnail, this is another review video. This review video is talking about a new Walking Dead series that a friend of mine on YouTube made called The Walking Dead Extinction. My friend Brian on YouTube, actually my new friend. Brian is one of my new friends on YouTube, and he made this series called The Walking Dead Extinction, which is a really good show. I'm not gonna lie, it is really good. Like it introduces this character named Benjamin who has this dream about the apocalypse and how it's going down with walkers eating people. That's actually pretty interesting because the Walking Dead TV series and in the Walking Dead comics, I don't think we ever had a character who had, had dreams of the apocalypse going down. Because we never seen that in the show. We never really seen that. We never really seen a character have a dream of the apocalypse, and then the next day, boom, the shit's already going downhill. And it's just really interesting, wow, my goodness, season 1 episode 1's really good. There are some episodes of season 1 of The Walking Dead Extinction I really like. I really like the Benjamin and Carla and John Mars in this episode. They're really good characters. I like the main villain of the season. I think it was pretty interesting. I think he had a brutal death, but it was satisfying and it made sense. I'll get into that in just a second. But I mean, yeah, season 1 episode 1's a real good episode. If you watch the episode, you will see this has hit the fan. The zombie apocalypse have already started. Cars are parked between each other because there's traffic. Benjamin's in the car. He's wondering where his dad is or his friend is, I believe, and he sees his dad as a walker, if I'm not mistaken, and he has to put him down, which could explain why he tells Carla in season 1 episode 2 I killed my father. So Benjamin's dad, as a walker, was pretty sad, and Benjamin put him down was sad because that was his dad. And then him losing his friend was even sadder, and I'm like, oh damn, you feel for this character. My goodness, you just feel for him and you're rooting for him. I liked how he met Carla. I think that was pretty interesting. I actually liked that because I was wondering how those two characters meet, blah blah blah. I was curious, I was curious on how those two characters met, stuff like that. But I like how they met. I really like John Mars, the Sergeant John Mars. I actually liked his character. He is a really cool character who is connected with this military group, which is actually pretty cool. He's actually a pretty interesting character, I'm not gonna lie. Him and Benjamin actually are up there. If I was to pick favorites, I would say Benjamin's my number 1, and then my number 2 is Carla, and then my number 3 is John Mars, which is just really cool in my opinion. But yeah, he's a really cool character. He in season 1 episode 2, he goes to find his mother. He sees this big herd of walkers. He's because he's in his cabin, and he's surrounded by this big herd of walkers, and he grabs his gun and kills them all because he knows he can retreat, because he legit made a promise to Benjamin saying, I'll find your mother and bring her back safe. And luckily he fulfills that promise, because later on, off screen, later on, he finds his mother and bring her back to the Nest community, the military community / group. We have seen and been introduced to in season 1 episode 2, which was actually pretty cool. And the Nest community was actually pretty interesting because I don't think they ever did a military community in the Walking Dead TV series. I could be wrong, but I mean sure there has been military groups in the Walking Dead TV series, but I don't think we fully actually saw a full-fledged military community in the Walking Dead TV series. So I think that was actually pretty cool. Yeah, pretty interesting. I loved Carla's character. I loved Benjamin. I loved John Mars, and I can't wait to watch season 2 and review season 2 here on the channel. I think Brian does a really good job writing this series and doing the photos and the music. I think he does a great job at those things. I really enjoyed season 1. Season 1's really good. And I also like the idea of season 1 of his Walking Dead Extinction series being connected to the Walking Dead TV series. I like that idea. I think it's pretty interesting, and yeah, that's actually pretty cool because again, we never really had a character who had a dream of the apocalypse going down. So I think that's pretty interesting. Like imagine, like it would be pretty cool. Like imagine a crossover between the Walking Dead main show and the Walking Dead Extinction, where Benjamin meets Rick Grimes, or say Maggie or something. That'd be pretty interesting to see in his Walking Dead Extinction series. That'd be actually pretty cool if he meets Maggie or Rick or say Daryl. That'd be pretty interesting. I would actually like to see that. Who knows? Probably like say season 3 or maybe season 4 or 5. We get that after the Walking Dead TV series ends. So who knows? Probably we can get something like that in the future. Going on to the next really cool positive of the episode, the main villain of this season, Colonel Mulders. He's actually a pretty interesting villain. My goodness, like, wow, he goes full-fledged general. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he goes full-fledged General Shepherd, effing the Colonel from Days Gone on Benjamin, because Benjamin's on the floor, and the Colonel Mulders, the crazy what the fuck moment / plot twist of the season is Mulders brutally killing Benjamin's mother in cold blood right in front of him, which I first saw that, I'm like, what the fuck? Holy smokes! This guy just not only betrayed Carla and John, but he betrayed Benjamin by not only causing him all this pain and trauma, but killing his own mother right in front of him. Like, oh my goodness, this guy went from good guy to General Shepherd, like killing machine. Like, my goodness, this guy is just insane. This guy just became the big bad guy of the first season. Like that. I'm like, my goodness, this is insane. Like, it gave me chills. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, watching that scene just gave me goosebumps all over my body. Like, my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I was reading that in the episode. I'm like, my goodness, I cannot believe they pulled a General Shepherd in this series, in this Walking Dead series, which is just insane. But thankfully, by the season 1 finale, he gets what's coming to him. He gets what he deserves. Benjamin brutally tortures him. Like, sure, he knocks him out, but he takes him down to the basement. He takes down a chair, puts him on a chair, and ties his hands and whole body and legs with tight gorilla-like duct tape, and he is just at this point really upset and just fed up with his bullshit, and he's just fed up with Mulders and him being alive, and he's just really upset, and he's like, you're not going anywhere, like you're gonna die in this room tonight. Like, this is, like, in his mind, I believe, like, I think that he's saying, like, oh, this is the end for you, like, you're screwed, you're done. And I'm like, oh, sugar, he's about to pull a Rick Grimes. Oh, snap. But yeah, he got, I'm so glad that Colonel Mulders, the main villain of the first season, got what he deserved, got what was coming to him. I like how he was tortured. Like, I like the Easter egg. Like, it felt like, an Easter egg when Benjamin grabbed the tweezers and he was, like, taking out the nails from his fingers. That felt like an Easter egg from that movie American Assassin, which which is a really cool Easter egg, I'm not gonna lie, and a very brutal scene to see in this Walking Dead series, like the way he just took out those nails, and the way he said that, oh, I'm gonna start with your nails, and then your teeth, and then your eyeballs, and then your skin. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy is not playing around. At this point, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he just doesn't care anymore. And I'm like you feel for him, and I'm like, my goodness, this guy is insane. This guy, well, not really. Well, Benjamin's not really, you know, insane, but he's just fed up. He's just fed up, and I'm glad that Benjamin was the one to kill Molders, because in reality, Molders killed his own mom, so it makes sense story-wise as to why Benjamin was the one to kill Molders, especially when he turned into a walker, why he was just grabbing his head and smashing it onto the floor until he dies. But yeah, that ending scene is another cool positive I have about the season, because it felt satisfying. Like, you know, the main villain is dead. Everything works out. Like, John and Carla gets rid of the 10 or 20 people that was following Mulder's orders, kicks them out. So yeah, so that's one situation dealt with. That situation's out of the way, and yeah, Benjamin killed the bad guy, and I like how that ended, and how that you know, ended the season, and I actually really like and enjoy that. And yeah, and if all of you guys are watching this video, please do me a favor, go to Brian's channel and subscribe, like right now. Like, go to his channel and subscribe right now. This guy deserves a lot of subscribers and a lot of support on his Walking Dead Extinction series. It's a really good series. If you like the Walking Dead TV series, I highly recommend his series, because it's really good, and I promise you will not regret watching or reading every moment of it. And yeah, that's all. But yeah, if I was to rate this season, if I was to rate season 1 of his Walking Dead Extinction series, I would rate it a 9 out of 10, because I really enjoyed the season. I don't know what it is, but something about the season just sparks that feel of the Walking Dead show. Like, it just sparks that energy. Like, it just sparks that feeling, and that's interesting. That's what I like. So yeah, a 9 out of 10 for season 1. I can't wait to review season 2 here on the channel, and I can't wait for him to start filming season 3, because I think season 3 is going to be another good season for sure. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more review videos like this in the future. Stay safe, and as always, peace out.